Okay, I wanted to once again show some of the stones what they look like from two sides so that you can see the imaging. Yesterday when I tried to do this was a little too bright. You can see how these stones work together. On this kind of stone here, you can see how the cut comes and it tapers, and it's very efficient. No hesitation whatsoever. This carver really knew what he was doing, and it's a mixture between the undetailed bottom and the simplistic lines, and then the contrast against those the more complicated shapes on the top. You can see the hills, and then the little waterfall, and then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cuts creates this entire landscape. That's what you call efficiency in carving. See that? See how much detail there is in that just from a few cuts? You can see how the cuts blend together and create reflective surfaces. Just a tremendous stone. This is just another stone that I'm deeply, deeply impressed by. This has this corner tree, which is very unusual for it to be very three-dimensional. There's actually light comes through behind it because there are some parts that are like a hole between some of the branches. You can see how simplistic the foreground is as it catches the light. And I will show you the smaller one from yesterday as well by the same artist. You can see here. Let's see if I can clear the picture up. So you can see just a miniature version of that. And he uses the tone of the stone and integrates that into the image. Here on this stone, let me see if I can get the right angle for the light to reflect. You can see there's just a few cuts, and the way they blend together, and they're actually, changing angles at the same time. The cuts, it's creating this landscape with 1, 2, 3, 4 boulders, and there's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cuts. It's very complicated. And you have to think these things out before you can carve them. This stone is translucent. It's just really wonderful, and I love how miniature it is. Let me see. Here's the right way. That's the stamp. Yeah, I'll show you the stamp from the other one. They're both very high quality engravings. Really wonderful, huh? Look at that. Just amazing. And then show you the little white field stone from yesterday. You can see how he uses the two-tone stones to create the foreground and the background. Focus in better. See, you can see how the surfaces catch the light. Once again, this carving is like less than half a millimeter thick. You can see the two figures there. Student on the ground, reflecting in the light. And here, this whole landscape is created with just a few strokes also. You can see the golden color because it is a white fieldstone, Chunghua. And you can see those yellow dots that Chunghua is known for. And he also uses these are colored cracks in here, and he uses them to support the lines that he's doing. Really wonderful. I'll show you another one from yesterday. This is the master work. The carving is less than a quarter millimeter deep. You can see two sides here. See if you can get the sunlight to reflect. See that? The carving is almost not there. It's just really remarkable, and how many planes and changes the light and tone it gets, and the wafting incense, and then of course it's in the cave with the stalactites and stalagmites, and the changes in value inside the stone, the dark and play, even though the stone is very shallow. You can see here. Incredible. You know, just a few lines create the whole landscape. See, and there's also how, even though this is going backwards, these still meet in the same perspective when you turn them on their sides here. You can see the colored striations in the stone. You can see that he's actually in a cave with his bat. And then here, let's see if we can get the lighting on the clothing. See that? It's just incredible. Look at that. Incredible depth. And there's no carving. See that? So that's overexposing. We'll move to another stone. The one I put powder on from yesterday. So you can see how three-dimensional it is and how he's working around corners, but the perspective is correct. And here again is that thin mountain, and he uses that sticking out from the edge as an abstract representation of the mountain. See, there's no change in perspective even though it's going around the corner. Just incredible, and it's very simple, and it's got that simplistic look to it. Very, very easy to overlook. You know, in the water, you can see the little waterfall here, and you can almost feel the rushing water past the boulder there. See that? And here, like, the perspective really works. You really feel like it's going deep, you know, deep into the background, and the pavilions are back there. You know, the trees. It's amazing to do this over the whole thing, you know. And it slowly turns. See how the perspective changes? Really wonderful. See that? And then you turn it on the side and it becomes its own picture once again. See? Really beautiful. See the depth of that perspective? Just, even though they go around corners, that perspective really works. See the individual pictures. And then I'm going to show you two other styles of Boyi. One is my Team Hung Dragon, and another is a nice rung. Done in similar styles, but they're two different sizes, and you can see this is like from here to here. That's about a centimeter from the chest of the dragon, but the dragon's got real life to it, and he uses the yellow to make the dragon's head, and then of course the pearl there. You can see the clouds. These clouds are designed so that they move around when you move the steel around. They look like they're kind of flowing. Let's see if I can get it so it looks that way. And then here's the this stone. You can see how the perspective. I mean, the clouds. See, they actually look like they're moving. See that? Here, this dragon actually, the side of his head, there's just a little line that actually contours the shape of his head. That's an internal line in the stone. You can see the scales, how perfectly done they are. I can't really focus. But let me see if I can focus now. But you can see how the stone works. And then I have another style of Boyi, and this is flowers, chrysanthemum, and stones. Let me see if I can get a little, see what it looks like when it's powdered. Suddenly the whole image comes out. What they will do is they will take paper and they'll stamp they'll make a rubbing so you can see the artwork, and will accompany the stone so that you can see what the image would look like if it were printed. See that? It's wonderful. I love the butterfly. But here on these flowers, what he's done is he's taken a gouge and he's cut the gouge, and each edge where two gouges meet, they create another line. And look, I mean, that's like, the flower is like a centimeter and a half tall, 2 centimeters wide. Let's see if I can really focus in here. There. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Thank you very much.